Yo, what is up, guys? Beast here, and today I wanted to do something different. I wanted to give you guys an analysis of a match that I have played, so you can get into the perspective of how I play and the thought process that I use when I'm playing a match. So without further ado, let's get started, and we're jumping in at one of my favorite points. I thought this was a blue AR, but it turned out to be a crossbow, so I'm a little mad, but I'm glad no one else is here. I don't think we ran into anyone here. Usually I get about 4 or 5 people. Here we go. Now I got a blue AR. I'm feeling good. Got a big shield. Gonna drink that. Gonna drop that. Switch over to my AR. I like to have the AR in my first slot. I know a couple people like to put it in their second or third slot depending on their matchup. It's all based on preference. It's just I'm most comfortable with it in that slot. So here we are finding some streamer loot. Got another big shield. Feeling good about myself. Storm's not too far away. I can wait and loot. I have 3 minutes to loot this area. Pretty much gives me time to do the whole area. Find another blues in this building. I'm happy with it. So moving on to the other building. I like to scout the building I was just left in the building that I'm in here. I called the first building I went to Dome. This one's Chimney. I scout those first because someone who decides to go to Flush Factory will typically come over the mountain, and I'll be able to see them a lot better if I'm away from that area. Found it's a green hunting rifle. There's a chest above me, so go ahead and get that. It's just an easier way of getting to it since they came out with a new patch update that allows you to pretty much put your buildings in any surface, almost any surface I should say. Still a couple areas you can't build into, like for example doorways of a barn or things like this. It's a little weird, but it is what it is. Alright. The reason why I love coming to this area, otherwise then I get, for the most part, get loot by myself, is the fact that there's a lot of pallets of wood there, and they're just super clutch when it comes to that. Because I can leave up out of here with about 700 or 800 pieces of wood, good enough to fight till the end with that amount. So I'm always going to pick the spot over others for that reason, just because it's simple loot. And I do spoil myself by coming to this location so much instead of other places, because when I get to somewhere else, like say like Retail Row or something, I mean the weapons could be there, but it's just like there's no wood here or mats. You have to, it's not, I don't know, it's just why I favor this spot. It's an awesome spot to go to. There's a chest above me, so I'm trying to get to it. I usually do this in reverse. I usually go through the bottom by the truck, build up, and then I go into the chest in the bottom. But for whatever reason, I decided to tackle it the other way. It's not my usual way of playing this particular strat here. Alright, so here we go with the crouch building because of the door. You see, I'm always eyeballing this mountain because that's the mountain that the people from the Flush come from whenever they attack. See, I'm always eyeballing that mountain because you really get to jump on the gun if you can get to them before they even notice you. And I mean, I've won so many fights that way just by being able to give them the element of surprise. So there's nothing in this building. Usually there's 2 chests, one at the bottom, one at the top. So we're going to the big warehouse right here with the flatbed truck here. There's 2 pallets of wood. We'll take those. We go into the side ramps because this one has a chest that spawns. The other one, it doesn't have a chest, but sometimes it does give you a good weapon drop, like a sniper, a scar. Here we got a slurp juice right here. We can't grab it because we already have a big shield, so we're already good enough. I typically like to do 4 weapons and one healing item. Sometimes you'll see me grab 2. Okay, so we're going into the warehouse. Find us a trap. I love having traps. They come in so handy, especially when you're making a big staircase up a mountain. You just make it flat before you get up to the very top and lay the trap down. Here we go. We got 2 big shields. We got a green pump, one of my favorite shotguns. Okay, going to the chest and nothing really useful. Some wood and some ammo. You typically can find a lot of ammo out of here. Haven't killed anyone. I'm already up to 148 AR, so we're doing good. And there was a stray bullet here. I'm not sure where it came from. I couldn't see the trail enough. So I'm anticipating someone's in front of me, when in reality I think it might have came from behind. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going around, I'm looking around, I'm trying to not to sit still in case someone's poking with a sniper. And I'm just looking around, trying to find this who shot the shot. I don't think it was shot at me. I think it was just a wild shot from them shooting someone else, like a stray bullet. So I think that's when I realized it might have came from behind. So I'm just running around. I don't want to go in there because, again, Tilted Towers, any place like that, I like to run on the outside of a building. I don't like going in the building because, again, they're just going to camp with a trap, or they're camping when, you know, I can't stand campers in this game. So to, I don't know, to keep me from getting rage, I just keep walking around. And here we go. We spotted a would-be straggler here. He's just jumping. Oh, he notices me. And then I get bloomed to death. Thanks, Epic. Alright, so I build up. And he wants to shoot a rocket at me. That was, it's not a good move. Alright, so now I just sidestep and build another stairs. Just light him up. Here we go. And that's always good. If you're ever fighting against someone with rockets, someone with grenade launchers, like, just keep moving. Build up if they have grenades. Oh, and he got lit up by a hunting rifle. Build up if they have grenades or something, but don't, like, make yourself a basketball goal, so to speak. Like, give yourself, just build like two sides. If it's like a frag grenade, that way they're not just, you know, throwing it in at you and you're screwed. So I'm building up now so I can drink that juice, take the other one, picking up the rocket launcher for the grenades because that's just a better play. It's always good to go ahead and upgrade as much as you can. Alright, so I'm making sure everything's reloaded. I see another player right there. He notices me. There we go. See, he notices me. And I notice him. So now I'm just... Alright, so he's got the grenade launcher. He doesn't know where I am, per se. Alright, now he's got a shotgun. See me stay to the right. You always want to stay to the right because the gun is on the right side so you can peek better. Alright, so this is where he messes up. I was able to capitalize on his mistake. He built a bunch of walls, so I was able to just build stairs on it and get above him. Alright, so going back to upgrades, now we're going to switch out the hunting rifle for an actual sniper. I'm better with the grenade launcher in my own opinion, so I'd rather have that. There's been so many times where I've killed myself with a rocket launcher. I can barely count on one hand the times I killed myself with a grenade launcher. I think maybe once. So I'm more comfortable with that weapon, although the travel distance is a slight bit shorter than the rocket launcher, if not more. Alright, so I'm just pushing deep in the circle now. Just looking for people. Because here, in this particular area, there's so many campers. Usually. And in different buildings, you'll hear them just sitting around with traps. I'm just grabbing ammo. Just looking around. I see the campfire. And I wonder why nobody's got that. It's such a valuable asset if you don't have bandages on you. If you're like... many good players, they just carry, if they are at full green, they're just going to carry shields on them. So campfires kind of make up that difference of not having a bandage or a med kit. Alright, so I'm pushing retail, trying to keep an eye on everything, trying to see where everybody's at, trying to find our next target. I've only got 2 kills, but I'm feeling very confident. Like I said, for the most part, I'm okay with that. Going into a place like where we started at, my favorite POI, I call it Plunger Palace. Getting a lot of loot, getting some good weapons, and just going to the mid game to the late game, rather than jumping early game into a bunch of chaos, getting shot, and then having to go back to the lobby. This guy, I don't know what he was doing. We're gonna go get that chug jug. I'm gonna grab the scar. So we're gonna go find who else he was looking at. And we hear the sniper, but I see the base. So I'm trying to go around the base. I don't want him to see me coming, because then it's just a matter of, then I have to sit there and put up walls. Because once someone in the base spots you, they're not going to let you go to their sight as much as they can. See, scope in there. I see the stairs. That's an indication that he's jumping out of the base. As you see here, he's in the bottom there. And I missed the shot because I shot too late. Alright, so now I'm debating on what to do. So I decided to push him. I don't see him. So I'm building up. Alright, and now I'm looking for him. Here's shots. Not sure where they're coming from. And just because you're in a 4x4 doesn't mean you have to just stand there and look one way. So I'm constantly moving about and looking around. And that helps me spot this guy right here. I don't know if you, and like, I don't know why he was just sitting in the bush. Alright, so now he's being pestering. He's pestering me with bullets. He's feeling himself. I'm just continuing with building. Now I see him, and now he's dead. Ooh, let me see a rogue sniper. Probably not a good move for me to go get loot, but I am a loot goblin. Like that, I mean, I prioritize loot over anything. You can ask any of my teammates. No, just kidding. Wanted to go ahead and capitalize on the loot and get into a good spot. Trying to find them. Then I see the shield again. So I was like, oh, I might as well go ahead and pop this bad boy. Get back up to 100. Grab my grenade launcher. I decided to go in pursuit of the sniper. And that's when I noticed him down there by the fort. Or the hut, rather. So instead of just shooting his walls out with a gun, I decided, okay, well, we have a grenade launcher. I shot that random shot to the right on purpose, just in case, because some people, once they hear that, they start running. Which he does end up running here. See, he ran by the house. But just, you know, they just want to come out and they think they can take you on. And then, so that random grenade was in the attempt that if he went to my right, he would have died. Alright, so here we are looking for the guy. Putting walls behind me, that way I'm not getting shot in the back. And I see him. Land a good snipe. Land a good shot. I'm not sure why. I've questioned myself on those. It's like, why is he not dead? It's got to be one hit. So I'm pushing him. Looking for him. I'm keeping my eyes on the storm circle as well. I see him over here drinking kind of a drink. I got sniped at. I'm not sure where from. I'm looking for him. And that's when I realized it came from that guy. So I put a wall up. I'm just moving. Alright, now he can't see me. So pretty much the moral of any game is you got to keep moving. I mean, if it's in game and you got like the top two people, like I can see you guys building up forts and kind of sitting still unless you're pushing them or something. But like for the most part, if you got this big open area, there's 7 players left besides yourself. You got to move. So never get too stationary. Went over here and grabbed a supply drop. And we got a rocket launcher. I was hoping for like a gold scar or a gold bolt. 2 of my favorite weapons. So we're just moving on. And we're pushing around that guy. We're not going to go straight at him because if he sees us, he's just going to shoot us. So I'm pushing him by rotating around him. I'm trying to get a pinpoint location on where exactly he's at. Alright, so it's here that I see this base. And I realize that the storm's going to suck it up, so nobody's there. So that's always, you know, instead of wasting time going up there to look into it, you know, stuff like that, you got to take into factor. Like, yeah, somebody could be in that base, but if the storm's sucking them up, there's no chance. They've already moved. So we're just going to move forward. I'm staying with the storm. So that way, you know, no one's behind you. And I'm just pushing along because I know that they're having to push forward too. So here, did I see this guy? Can't believe I missed a shot. But luckily I got it. Oh my goodness. I was so mad at myself that I was going to miss that. And he did good by accidentally ducking. Sorry, so I'm pushing the trees. I'm trying to find these last 4 players. Trying to see where they're building up at. And it's here. When I get around over the hill, I see all this loot laying on the ground. There's med kits. And I was like, all right. I didn't want to push that way because I didn't want to get shot. And I'm not sure where the assailant would be. So I'm just looking around the trees. I'm trying to see if there's anyone camping. I see the guy building, so I decided to push that. So using my grenade launcher, I'm trying to let him know that, hey, I'm here. Establishing my dominance of the area. And I'm building up to get a little bit better higher ground on him. And I see him here, and I attempted to snipe, but I went way above the target here. So this... You got to learn how to not to try to make too many mistakes with that when it comes to sniping, because that could have been an easy kill. And now I'm having to fight for it. And then here again, I'm trying to show him that I'm here. So I keep pushing him, Try not to let him build up too much in these early stages for that metal. It's really easy to kill it. So here we go. I'm pushing above him. I jump into base. I realize he's not in the cubby hole here. He's in the very bottom. He tried to turtle himself in. Very poorly, if I might add. Alright, so then he decides he's going to shoot me. I jump over his bullets. I shoot. Didn't get a headshot. Shoot again. Get the kill. He could have easily won that fight had he hit me with a couple more headshots. So it's very key to learn to hit your shots with any weapon. Here I use the chug jug. I freak out because of the storm. Okay. I was like, man, I don't have enough time. It's 15 seconds. I was like, I'm just gonna grab the loot and go. And I see the building. You see the glow? That's generally indication that a player is there. So I was like, all right, let me push towards that. Let me build up right here, and I'm gonna use the chug jug. And I see the player on the hut, so I know he's there. I'm trying to drink this, and I'm in the storm. I was like, okay, I'll take a little bit of damage. I missed the jump, and that took a lot of health. Look at that. If I didn't have the chug jug, I would have died. So I'm at 140, which is an easy win if they get a good shot on me with a sniper or a shotgun. He's just trying to shoot at me with a regular gun. So I'm just doing the defensive. I'm building walls. Right? I decided, okay, I'm gonna snipe this guy. So I go to pull the sniper out. He decides to build walls. Being very smart. Or it's somewhat smart. He shouldn't have built up on a hut. So I'm looking around just in case, because there is another player. We just don't know where he's at. So that other player could come around at any point in time. So I decided to build up above the guy. Alright, I'm just building wood, waiting for him to reload. So I start shooting down his base. Get a better shot. Shoot my last grenade in the base. Blow it up. I get a hit. I'm looking. Okay. So now I know that the other player is right by him. He possibly was like camping on him. Not too sure why. Not too sure why I actually jumped down here. That was a bit of a mistake. But I try to capitalize on my mistake by building up. Then I realized you couldn't build stairs on top of the hut. So I'm making the same mistakes as that guy. So for this guy, he's building a wall. So I'm pushing him by building stairs. And I try to get a peek with the shotgun. And I miss my shot and he runs away. So I decided to build up here. Put flats down so he can't just build behind me. I was trying to switch back to a stair and I hit the pyramid. Here we go. And land a headshot, a duck around his shots, and shoot him again. Could have won this game a lot better, a lot easier. There's a lot of things I could have did. Could have built better. Could have not pushed as much as I could in some situations, because here I am with 32 health. But that's it for the video. You guys have a great one, and my name's BeastofishStar. I'll see you next.